Today on Daily Blast Live, Roseanne's return. She's bringing back the comedy, the nostalgia, and that iconic laugh. Millions tuned in, did you? Plus, Gronk takes Hollywood, the inside scoop on Rob Gronkowski's future in film. And Snoop goes gospel. We'll listen to his hot new track. Let's get it started. Take it away, Jeff.
Thank you, Tori Shulman. I like the giggling to start off the show. I'm joined by Al Jackson, Erica Cobb, and guest co-host all week, Jonathan Bennett.
What's up, man?
All right, let's do this, man. The iconic laugh is back. That's very good. That's good. Very good. Yeah. And everyone tuned in. Nearly 3 decades. Oh, I thought she was going to do it. After its original premiere, the show returned last night. A whopping 18.1 million viewers tuned in to see the Connors, making it the highest-rated sitcom broadcast in over 3 years. Here's a short clip.
Can I have some money?
I don't know. Mom, can I have some money?
I don't know. Can I have some money?
But not everyone is loving it. Miranda tweets, can we just have a good comedy? Can we just have a good comedy anymore? I nailed that. Roseanne has been ruined by politics already, and I'll kick it off since I'm stumbling through this anyway.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole point of the show, right?
Yeah.
It's to be controversial and talk about politics, the things that I think many households are doing, many relationships, many families are dealing with right now.
Yeah, and she was right. I mean, 18.1 million. I mean, how are they going to stay on the air with those numbers? Guys, people watch the show. They like the show.
They like it.
And I like the duality. They have conservative and progressives on there, and they have them talking like the way real people talk.
Right.
And I think people are obviously intrigued, so I want to see if those numbers hold.
What do you guys think they should talk about other than politics? What issues do you think they should tackle? Anything jump out right away?
I would love like a gay marriage storyline on there would be wonderful. I think that'd be great because they've already tackled that in season 9. I remember when it ended, there was a gay couple on the show, so I think that could be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they have to talk everything that's going on in 2018. Yeah. That's definitely going on.
I think that they have so many things that they've introduced that I don't know if they can really handle another storyline until they at least talk about what else is, like, kind of give us more into, you know, so I can't speak now either.
No, it is a lot. It's a lot. You're right. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of issues on there in one episode. It was a lot to digest. And I think the best thing about the show is that they use comedy to open the conversation. I think that's very important. Like in the movie that I was in, Mean Girls, it's about bullying. And what they did is they used comedy to open the conversation about bullying that's going on in high schools that no one really talks about. So with this, I'm from Ohio. I'm from the area that Roseanne takes place in. My family is very much divided, just like in the show, and I think using comedy to get them to talk about it is a great way to start to break the ice.
I would love to see them talk about immigration. Immigration is such a big deal, and it's funny how some people that are anti-immigration would have a Mexican friend. They'd be like, well, that's just George and his family. I know them, but I don't want any more coming. I think they could handle that in a funny, serious way and just show that immigrants, we're all immigrants. Everybody brags about, my grandfather came from the old country. He had 50 cents in his pocket, now he's a millionaire. Everybody brags about being an immigrant, but then when more immigrants want to come, they're like, hey, that's enough. Let's pull the ladder up. So
exactly. That would be a great issue to tackle. All right. One of the biggest names in the music industry is going Christian. That's right. The Biebs. My boy Justin is reportedly planning to release a Christian pop album. He's been looking to record music that ties into his renewed interest in religion. Good for him. And this might be a really smart move. Why, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. Just take a look at Snoop Dogg. He's topping the charts with a new sound on his faith-based project, Bible of Love. It's #1 on Billboard's gospel album chart right now, thanks to this song.
I'm not mad at you. Things I'm going through make me act a fool. There is nothing you can do.
And Snoop says that's his way of bringing people together.
What church can you dress like that at? Must be a Unitarian church.
There's a lot of come as you are churches, and I think that's the thing. We always think about religion, especially organized religion, as this very antiquated, ritualistic thing. And at the end of the day, the message is really, or music is about a message, and it doesn't matter how it's wrapped. It's about the message that you're receiving. So I'm actually extremely excited to hear what Justin Bieber has to offer, because I think that it's like a long time overdue.
Can I ask a question, you guys, and this may be salty Al.
Oh, man.
But does it kill the credibility from anybody that's trying to make a religious album when they've partied their you-know-what's
That's
off
the point,
for 45
Al.
years.
That is the point.
After you have all the fun,
First of
Erica,
all,
yeah, then you can be
no.
like, oh, I'm going to settle down.
He's 24.
He first had 75,000 threesomes.
Okay.
I don't know.
He
I don't know if the
without
numbers
sin,
are correct on
throw
that.
the first stone, okay, Alan?
Yeah.
No one will be throwing
I am
any
not
stones.
judging. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, does it take a little bit away
It
from
takes
it?
nothing away from it.
So you can just, well, then why don't you just party it up till 99 and then be like, I'm done.
Well, it's
I'm
not
sorry.
like he's saying, it's not like, first of all,
Get him, Erica.
It really bothers me when people make it seem like Christians or people in church are without sin. They are not. They're
Right.
human beings. And I think that this is a great opportunity for people, especially young people, to know that they can turn their lives around in any capacity that they want. And that if they are a person of faith, that they will be forgiven and they can start from day one. If they're a person of faith. And I think that people need to hear that message more now than ever.
Erica, I agree.
I love Snoop.
Yeah.
Like the
Erica
last
won, no more talking.
The last
Erica.
song was Sensual Seduction, and now it's this one.
Erica won.
Well, how do people have
already
babies,
won.
Al? Christians have babies too, so they're getting their sexual seduction on as well.
Yeah, Al. Biebs is number one. All right. New England Patriots star Rob Gronkowski is headed to Hollywood, joining co-stars Mel Gibson, Naomi Watts, and Frank Grillo in the upcoming movie Boss Level. All right. Gronk hinted after the Super Bowl that he might retire following a string of injuries, but Patriots owner Robert Kraft says Gronk has been working out at the team facility. Do you think Gronk will make it in Tinseltown? I mean, there's been a number of other people that have made it, topping the list, of course, number one superhero star or whatever, The Rock.
Let me tell you this, like if a professional athlete wants to make it in Hollywood and they look like that, they're going to be okay.
But what if
like,
they can't act?
Have you seen half of the movies that come out of Hollywood? like it doesn't matter. If you look like that and have that body, they put them shirtless, oil them up, boom, you're a superstar. I think it'll work.
I think
really
so,
do.
too. I mean, Burt Reynolds, that's a throwback one.
Right,
Come on,
okay.
Al,
Don't act like you remember the great days of Burt Reynolds on the football field.
Right. I'm not saying that.
I'm sure he played, but Jeff,
I'm just trying to-
that was before they
I'm
had
throwing-
face masks.
All right, fine. O.J. Simpson, is that better?
O.J. Simpson, great
That
in the
was
Naked
not
Guns.
better, but he definitely was in there.
Erica, you can't take away the man's great pedigree as
I
an
can
actor.
take away whatever I want.
Do you take away that you don't give credence to the Naked Gun series?
I don't give
One and
credence
two and
to
three.
OJ.
Naked Gun series,
Period.
so
Okay.
good.
There was no 3, it was 2.5.
Oh,
Then there was 3 and 3/3.
3/3.
3 and 3/1/3.
Oh boy, it's a rough one today, guys.
Very rough.
But we
guys
got
are-
it.
OJ was good in those. Okay.
OJ's been unwritten.
All right. She's the future bride to Prince Harry, but first, Meghan Markle has to bid a final farewell on her TV show Suits, and tonight is the beginning of the end. No word yet on how she'll be written off the show, but the series creator has said they will give her a happy ending. There it is.
Aw, she's gonna have a happy ending in real life too. Because she's gonna be a princess.
I know.
Like she doesn't care how she leaves the show. She's like, yeah, put me in a train, put me in a box, run me over with a car. I don't care. I got a prince later. Like she's like,
That's
she
what I
doesn't
would do.
care.
Have you been written off shows in any fantastic styles?
Yes, I was sent off to college in one show, and I think I had a weed addiction in a show on a soap. They sent me off and brought me back as a guy that was better looking and younger than me. But
That's
whatever.
impossible.
Happens. It happens. All my
you mad at
children.
him?
No, I mean, whatever. He took my job at the time.
I think Meghan.
Now I'm here on Daily Blast Live. So.
I think Megan's gonna handle it with class, which is
Yeah.
what I wouldn't. Like every time I flub the line, I'd be like, "I'm sorry, I thought that said Buckingham Palace. I'm sorry." I would let people know I made it.
This show is really trying to capitalize, and they have, but they said that when she was on set, it was no different than before she was engaged to Prince Harry. But
Lies.
I'm going to watch it. What?
No, not you.
Erica, you are not gonna
no
watch
way.
Suits.
I am
Stop
going to
it.
watch it.
You
I
gotta
wanna
watch
see
it.
how-
Stop it.
You have to watch it because somebody has to watch Suits. Let it be you, Erica.
I'm going to watch it
Let
the
it
same
be
way that I
you.
watched season 3 of the OC when Misha Barton's character died in a
You said that was
fiery
the only
car
moment. You
crash.
said that was the only moment you watched, though.
Exactly.
So
The
you
only
didn't watch
moment I'm
season
gonna watch
3.
She's gonna watch
is going to be when
Very
Meghan
feisty
Markle
today.
leaves.
Ebony
have
Steele,
one
you got to help
viewer.
us out over here. You have a new trending story coming in hot.
Hey, y'all don't look like y'all need any help. I was actually talking back with y'all. Y'all didn't hear me? All right, everybody close your eyes for a second and tell me, what is your dream job? Okay, I'm going to open my eyes because I have to continue reading. How about out one that includes Netflix and chill. That's one of the everyday responsibilities for a Netflix movie tagger. Movie taggers watch TV shows and movies for 20 hours a week. Then they tag them with identifying data. Identifiers like the movie's language, director, and cast lists. So does that sound like a job you would like? Well, they recommend aspiring bingers get into a library studies program on a campus where there's also a film program and, of course, have a deep passion for pop culture. So you can check out the job section at netflix.com to see if they're hiring in your area, that is. What a side hustle.
I like it. You guys like that?
I love it.
Yeah. Library studies.
Love it.
What year is this?
Tori, what's coming up on Daily
Reading
Blast
an
Live?
arts room?
Hey, let's not make fun of freaking libraries. Coming up, saluting a theater icon. The big NBC special in the works to honor Broadway producer Andrew Lloyd Webber. And forget chicken and waffles. That's so 90s. Class it up with lobster instead. Al Sounds Off next. Guys, let's go over to the desk real quick. So, this is what happens in Access. Things sort of goes off the wheels. So I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes.
Autographs over there for digital.
Why? Did they ask for it? No, nobody asked for your autograph. Look, he goes around.
Can you go talk to them?
We'll go talk to them. Why am I giving you? What happened, guys?
I have
Signed Al Jackson autograph.
Did anyone ask for Al's autograph? No. Okay, great. Okay.
Can I have a Tory?
What did you sign?
his card.
A DBL card. So we're gonna sell these and go to Vegas.
Now he's giving a meet and greet. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We're gonna sell them and go to Vegas.
You're gonna sell it and go to, how much do you guys think these Al Jackson cards will go for?
Tell us, DBL Nation.
Tell us.
What do you
DBL
think?
Nation.
Would you buy this for me for like $1,000?
No, I don't think your answer is. We did hear an epic Roseanne laugh from Jonathan. Kyle Baxter, you're totally right. Other players that have become actors, I'm going to tell these guys. You guys forgot a couple actors. Blake Griffin is attempting it, they said.
He's reading The White Man Can't Jump.
Howie
Really?
Long.
Yeah. Blake Griffin, like super.
I'm listening. Thank you so much. They go off on their own. Howie Long.
Married to like
Howie
good
Long.
hair, right? Like curly hair. Yeah.
What about Howie Long?
Married to one of the Kardashian. Hosts.
I think that there should be a distinction between
tape.
NFL players that make cameos and then NFL players that play roles. Like Jim Brown played roles. Yeah. You know, like you're in an army movie or something. Hightower was in Police Academy.
Hightower?
Oh, good.
Do you guys all want to try a Roseanne laugh together?
No, you
Okay.
just do it.
Oh, I just heard a no in my ear. I'm gonna.
Oh wait. Hold on. NASA says no. Thank you. We are not go for launch.
Do it.
No,
I
go
wanted
ahead.
us all to do it.
Do it. Okay, do it.
Okay.
All right,
Wait.
three. One.
Hold on.
I heard
Just
you
nobody do it.
tell
30
him
seconds.
to not do it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
See, you didn't do it.
Tori,
See, this is what you are. You're not a team player.
Tori,
glad you're learning this 3
you always
days.
start something and then don't finish it.
I'm obsessed with you.
Daily Blast Live. Happy hump day, everybody. It's time for everyone's favorite segment, Al Sounds Off, when Al Jackson goes off on the wildest stories he could find. Feeling good, man, halfway through.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get right to it. Last night, Al and I caught up on some of our favorite reality TV shows and had to share a few of the clips with you guys. On America's Next Top Model, the girls' nerves were put to the test. Check this out.
Oh, girl. My biggest fear is spiders. Internally, I'm freaking out, but I just know that I can't let that show in this moment. This is to get back into the house, and I'm not letting a damn spider take that away from me.
Ooh. Yeah, like, girl, don't do it. I mean, usually you get into this business to work with snakes. That spider is still less creepy than Harvey Weinstein touching you. And that spider will never make it in the business. Legs too short. Let's go to the next one.
First on, and Love on First Flight, a show where couples fly from city to city, completing challenges along the way. Last night in Nashville, one of the couples cut their very first country song. Check this out.
I was shaking, started sweating,
Had my hopes up in this crazy game of love.
Unfortunately, Jeff, I just want to let you know that that's what country sounds to all black people. Finally, we've weaponized music. I'm like, guys, first of all, it took place in Nashville. They're taking up valuable studio time.
Yeah.
It's like Fat Albert being first in line at the soup kitchen. I'm like, fix it. That's wrong. Love you, Nashville. Let's go to the last one.
Move over surf and turf. This week, Red Lobster released its newest specialty, the lobster and waffles, man. Check this out.
Now, Jeff, I always say I'm loving this, but I really am. For one reason, man, my grandmother loved Red Lobster. Rest in peace, Marcella. So this is for you. Red Lobster figured out everything goes good with waffles. And look what we have, Jeff. I did this just so I didn't even care about the jokes.
Let me get one of those.
Wow, you got waffles and lobster. Thanks, guys.
Jonathan Bennett?
Jeff, I think what he did was ridiculous. I'm going to go check on him.
What?
Jonathan, wait.
Al.
Jonathan.
Save me a piece. All right. That was Al Sounds Off, everybody, with comedian Al Jackson. Digital producer Raquel Villanueva with news at the moment.
Well, right now we are just a couple hours away from a TV special dedicated to Andrew Lloyd Webber. He's the legendary composer behind some of the most successful Broadway hits of all time, like Cats, Phantom of the Opera, and Jesus Christ Superstar, which will air as a live musical Easter Sunday. Now, this tribute is all in celebration of his 70th birthday, and he'll be joined by some big names tonight, including John Legend, Glenn Close, and Lin-Manuel Miranda. It all starts at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC.
Thank you, Raquel. I love that. All right, it's Wednesday, so you know what that means.
We wear pink.
That's right.
Wait, what is that? I didn't get the memo.
We'll send it to you.
We'll send it to you. Jonathan,
It's
you had
late.
some fetch nose, mean girl stuff coming in.
Jeff, stop trying to make fetch happen, Jeff. It's not going to happen. However, I am excited to announce that I have a new book coming out. It's called The Burn Cookbook.
Yeah.
Unofficial Ultimate Mean Girls Guide to Cooking. All the recipes are inspired by the movie, but it's also got behind-the-scenes insider guide to everything that's Mean Girls. I mean, you can learn how to make awesome shooters to eat while you're listening to awesome music with your awesome friends. You can just sit around and soak up each other's awesomeness. Or you can whip up my cake made out of rainbows and smiles, and then you can eat it and everyone can just be happy. I wrote the book with my chef friend, Nikki Martin from Food Network. It's available October 2nd, just in time for your Mean Girls party on none other than October 3rd. So don't forget, go and pre-order it right now anywhere books are sold. Preferably while you're wearing sweatpants, because that's the only thing that'll fit you.
Yeah.
Hey!
Right. I want to eat cake in sweatpants.
It's
That's the
so
goal in
good.
life. Yes.
With Jonathan?
Yeah, why not?
Signed copy.
It's not regular guac, it's cool guac.
I like that.
Caltine bars. We can make Caltine bars.
Pick up that book. All right,
it in my
Daily Blast
belly.
Live is all about live news as it's happening. Tori, what's coming up?
That's good because I really need to lose 3 pounds. Well, Jeff, did you know your favorite snacks could be killing your sex life? It's true. The foods to avoid. And you know him from Sex and the City and My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Actor John Corbett swings by to talk his new Christian movie in today's Chatting with the Stars.
Start your day the DBL way. Go to our website or Facebook page and subscribe to our free morning newsletter, The Breakfast Blast. It's delivered right to your inbox and it gives you the latest headlines. Subscribe now and be in the know before your first cup of joe.
I'll tell you guys a little behind the scenes. I've done over 150 voiceover auditions, never heard back from one. I don't think they were being sent anywhere. My agent wasn't even emailing them out. Do we have stories?
We do. You did 150 voiceover auditions?
Yep. I'd say things like this. Never once. You don't understand. Voiceover is a cutthroat, no pun intended, situation.
Okay.
That was funny.
Now I know why you didn't get any.
Exhibit
Moving
A.
on.
All right, what's happening, my love?
Yeah, so trending right now on Twitter, this girl came up with a hack to clean all of your beauty blenders.
Oh my gosh, I need this.
And it has gone viral. It has almost 3 million views. Essentially, all you do is take your old beauty blenders, put it in a cup with soap and water, and microwave it for 1 minute.
Do you put it in a mug? Is that okay? What kind of a...
It doesn't matter.
I'm not good with... Of course, I look at the details. That doesn't... He's like, just don't worry about it.
It doesn't matter.
Look at
As long
this.
as it's a microwave-safe cup. You put your beauty blenders into the cup, microwave it for 1 minute with soap and water, and your beauty blenders will come out clean.
That is a great hack.
I think I'm
You wanna
gonna try
tonight?
it on a YouTube video that I'll post on my channel.
Make sure you guys follow Connor. He has way more followers than I do, and he's wonderful at makeup. It's true. It's very true. All right, come on over here. Oh, very interesting. Le vin de noir means the black wine. Is this what I'm seeing?
Yeah, so it's Wine Wednesday, so what else would we be talking
Ah,
about?
babe.
So this is coming from Bustle, and it says that there is a black wine on the market. Not the black market, on the actual market.
Good one, Kelly Grega.
So it's native to Georgia. So Georgia's been producing it for a while, and I guess some winemakers actually discovered this. It's a little bit more purple than straight black, but the way that it's bottled and the way that it pours
Looks
out
almost-
looks pretty black. So the goth community, the emo community is all coming out celebrating it. So if you love wearing black, which I do and Tori does, this might be the wine to partner with your look.
Very cool. Okay, so black wine, and then is it different brands or just one brand right now?
So the grape is Severa. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Nobody knows anyway, so it's fine.
So you can actually look for that label of the grape on the bottles that you're looking for. I'm not sure how commercial it is in the U.S. right now. Of course, this article is just breaking today because we bring you the top trending stories at the
Look at
moment.
this one. If you have a black and white party, this is a cool thing to have.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'll be. Bye, guys. Yes. Okay, I'll do it.
It's time now for Chatting with the Stars. A fight over a church brings estranged brothers together in the new film God's Not Dead, A Light in the Darkness. Take a look.
I don't know why you left me to take care of Mom and Dad when they were sick. Why did you leave me to take care of everything after they were gone? Do you have any idea what you did to Mom and Dad? You broke their hearts.
You're the one that broke my heart. You really don't get that, do you?
All right, we are here to talk about their new movie, God's Not Dead, A Light in the Darkness. John Corbett and David A.R. White, hello.
Hello.
All right, David, church and state collide in God's Not Dead, A Light in the Darkness. Should religion play a role in politics?
What's great about this film is that it's authentic. You know, we've certainly been living in this dark social, political, divisive time. How do we bring about unity? How do we bring about compassion? How do we get along? That's what this film is about, and that's what we're hoping to show on Easter weekend.
Now, this is the third film in the franchise. How does the latest installment sort of represent the world we're living in today, like you were speaking about?
I play a pastor in the film. Our father built this church, built this, this university that ends up getting turned over to the state. All of a sudden, our church burns down. Now the university says, we don't need the church anymore. And so who does the pastor call in any great movie? He calls his brother to help, who happens to be an atheist.
What you're doing, it's against the law.
We're wasting our time here.
John, how is it like playing an atheist?
Everything you need is right there in the script, usually. You know, that's the fun part of acting, is make believe that you're mad at somebody for a day. I like that part the best.
All right, John, your Sex and the City co-star Kyle MacLachlan said recently that you hang out on set while wearing pink, fuzzy slippers. Did these slippers make an appearance on set in this latest film, and are you wearing them now?
Of course.
Do I have my slippers on? No, I don't. It's raining here, so I have boots on right now.
But he's got his red Christmas socks on with those boots.
Oh, that counts. That totally counts.
My dad was a welder, and he said, son, whenever you have to do a job, make sure you're comfortable. So that's why I wear the slippers.
All right, Cynthia Nixon is running for governor. Would you vote for her?
I vote for anybody in politics that I happen to know, because that's rare. That's rare that I know anyone. So if I've met him, once, I consider him a buddy of mine. If I meet a celebrity once, I'll see him on TV and go, hey, there's my buddy.
Thank you guys so much for chatting with us.
Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you. Check out our film,
See you
Easter
later.
weekend.
Bye. We are live. Ebony Steele has a new trending story coming hot.
All right, thank you, Tori. A trending Pop Sugar article has the foods you should ditch if you're looking to keep things spicy in the bedroom. Ow! First up, microwave popcorn. Go figure. The chemicals in the lining of the bag are shown to lower sperm counts in men and decrease libido in women. Next up, corn flakes. All right, so get this. John Harvey Kellogg was a strong believer in abstinence, so much that the foods he created were designed to curb sexual urges. Corn flakes is one of them, so skip them if you're feeling sexy. Finally, cheese. Oh, although insanely delicious, it's chaos for your hormones, affecting testosterone and estrogen. Leave it in the fridge on date night. I just say, whatever, I'm getting cheese fries. You can go to popsugar.com for the full list with even more surprising foods.
That's interesting.
Super
Erica's cracking
interesting.
up over here. We were having a little fun.
We need a show called After the After Blast, because that whole thing was about what's going to happen after the blast.
That's true.
Yeah. So you don't eat popcorn.
Let's just get into it.
Let's get into it.
How much time do we have?
He doesn't want to make love.
I don't want to have sex after I have Ebony. Do you want to have sex after you have
popcorn?
after you and your partner have a bunch of popcorn juice on your hands?
Well, there's popcorn juice and there's that butter and then there's the salt stuff. From the bag.
Why are y'all eating soggy popcorn?
Yeah.
Have you ever just done it in a regular bag with the extra butter?
Dry popcorn.
Done it in a bag.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to have sex after I have
I'm too
popcorn.
tired to even have sex anymore. I'm just exhausted.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
which is semi-disgusting. And then they're like, okay, honey, let's get to it.
Why are
Come
you
on,
wiping
dog.
your hands
What, are
on
you gonna
your
get
legs?
out of the bed? I'm not getting out of the bed unless I'm in the bed watching.
I think
You
we
wiped
need to
your
go this
popcorn
way.
hands in the bed?
This is
Well,
PG-13.
there might be a.
I think this is we've had enough of the popcorn sex talk.
That's not sex talk, but just. I don't.
Tori, stay up here.
I don't.
Yes, Tori, stay here.
Okay, what?
Ebony, stay here. We miss you.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll all be here.
Popcorn sex talk.
Yeah, after.
Okay, we're gonna go there.
fun.
Chris Hardwick.
My big question for you guys is favorite line of Mean Girls. We're collecting them all week long. I've just decided that, and we're gonna get the most voted. I'm gonna count them myself.
Yeah, I would like to get
favorite
We're talking
Mean
about
Girls.
sex, and then you're like, it should be a show called After
And then
the
we'll find out
Blast. And I'll go,
Jonathan's. Do you have one?
I have one, but I'm going to save it till the weekend. I need everyone to send it in. I know mine.
Okay, so if you guys have a favorite Mean
After the Blast, I'm a little sleepy.
Mean Girls quote.
I don't want to talk to them.
One of my favorite Mean Girls quotes is from my agent. Hey, your residual check came in.
Oh, that's
great.
a good one.
No, actually, we don't get. We barely get anything anymore.
Really?
It's a story, yeah. Because this came out before the SAG law, which is so stupid. Before the SAG law of
Screen Actors Guild.
The Screen Actors Guild law of streaming media. So it was sold to Netflix and all Amazon, all things, but we never had that protected in our contracts because it didn't exist. So you don't get every time they click, we don't get it.
Snuck one over on you.
Yeah, you got grandfathered in.
Well, guess who did 14 Christmas movies?
Did you?
Yeah.
The story you did though, the Netflix
No, not me.
thing?
Who did one Christmas
Guess
movie?
who? No, come stay.
We were talking about songs.
We're all staying.
He didn't hear me. Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We had some fun tonight.
This was a good day.
That's a good
This
day.
is good.
It's a really good day.
We have one funny moment to show you too. The iconic laugh is back.
That was good.
It's good.
Look at us.
That was good. Let's have a Roseanne off. You versus Tori.
But actually do it. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's good. That's good, Terry. Give me some on that.
Thank you.
I nailed it. I love her.
No,
I love her.
he won that
Obsessed.
one.
I know.
Well, on Wednesdays, guys, as you can see, what do?
We were pink.
Oh, yeah.
No one
There we go.
loved it.
Like we were.
All right, we had fun.
We did. We had
We're
a
going to
good
have fun
day today.
tomorrow, too,
Where?
guys, because the stories never stop. We don't either. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. Keep the conversation going. Happy Hump Day, everybody.
Happy